What's going on, dudes? Time for movies. Rogue One. Have you seen it? You should see it. You need to see it. It's awesome. It's amazing. It'll blow your mind. It's everything you want in a Star Wars movie. It's got regular stars, movie stars, a war among the stars, and of course, the fucking Death Star. It's awesome. So this movie's directed by Gareth Edwards. He's the same guy who gave us the rebooted Godzilla movie that came out a couple of years ago. He did a pretty good job with that monster, but I feel like he's really conquered a fucking monster with this movie. I mean, this was a pretty huge gamble for Disney and Lucasfilm. I mean, sure, it's Star Wars and it's gonna make a shit ton of money, but I mean, this isn't one of the episodes, you know? This is a spin-off movie. It's its own thing. And not only that, but this movie could have been fucking shitty, you know? Episode 1, 2, and 3, you remember those? They were fucking terrible, right? But thankfully, the Star Wars gods are good to us and they've given us this awesome movie. And it fits oh so nicely along with all the other ones, man. It's like Big Spoon and Little Spoon. So beautiful. Now, for those of you that aren't too sure about where this movie lands exactly in the Star Wars timeline, let's break it down. First of all, this movie is not a sequel to The Force Awakens, okay? This isn't the continuation of Rey's story, alright? Jyn Erso is not Rey. Let's first get that out of the way. Second of all, this movie's not part of the Star Wars saga, right? This movie's just a little side story, just a little side note. So this movie actually takes place right before Episode 4, aka A New Hope. That's the very first Star Wars movie that ever came out, the really old one. If you remember in the opening crawl of that movie, there's actually a paragraph that talks about what this movie is about. It says, a group of rebel spies or rebel forces have managed to get the plans to the Death Star, or something like that. This movie pretty much explains how these rebel spies go about stealing the plans and getting them into the hands of Princess Leia. So what did I like about this movie? Or love, I should say. I loved all the new characters, I loved all the new locations and environments that we were introduced to. I thought the music by Michael Giacchino was really good. He's the guy who also did the music for Doctor Strange. It sucks that John Williams decided not to do the music for this one. He's the guy who's done the music for all the original Star Wars movies, and he's done a bunch of iconic music for a whole lot of other movies, but unfortunately not for this one. But the music isn't that bad either way. Luckily, he's still on for episode 8 though, so good for us. Let's see, the use of practical effects in this movie are fucking awesome. They're so good. They're just like in Force Awakens, man. The special effects too. Man, Lucasfilm has been doing such an amazing job lately of combining both practical effects and CGI. The product that they end up with is so seamless, at times you don't even know what's real and what's fake. It's completely different than what they did with the prequels, you know, because back in those days, CGI was so new and George Lucas was like, oh my god, I gotta have it all over the place. I gotta have it in every shot. But now, thank God, they've calmed down with the CGI and they've actually got a really good mastery over it. And another thing that I really loved about Rogue One was all the callbacks that it had to both the original trilogy and the prequels, right? There are a whole bunch of characters that they bring back that a lot of people are gonna remember and they're gonna laugh about. For example, we got Cornelius and Ponda Baba, we got Senator Organa, and they even managed to bring back Peter Cushing from the dead as Moff Tarkin. Jesus, are you kidding me? I mean, Star Wars fans are really gonna be feeling the nostalgia with this one. The plot of the movie I thought was pretty solid and straightforward. I loved how they gave us some of the backstory with a lot of things, like why the damn Death Star has this stupid little weak spot to begin with. I like how it makes A New Hope all that much better because you actually see what these people went through and you know what's going on. And let's not forget one of the main highlights of this movie, you guys. You know who I'm talking about. Anakin Skywalker, the Sith Lord himself. Darth Vader, man. Holy shit, does Darth Vader make an appearance in this movie. He has 3 scenes total, right? 1 in the chamber, 1 choking Krennic, and 1 just tearing shit up, man. He kills like 15 people with his saber trying to get a hold of these Death Star plans at the very end. God, dude, Vader goes all out. He's holding people on the ceiling, fucking slashing them down with his saber. Oh, man, he doesn't give a fuck. And then at the very end with Leia getting the plans, and she turns around and we actually see her. I didn't think that they were actually going to be bringing her into this movie, but they did. And she looks amazing, man. They did the whole de-aging thing like they did with Tony Stark in Civil War, man, but in this one, it's a little bit better. Oh man, this movie ends with such a bang. It's amazing. There's no way anybody's gonna be disappointed by the end of this movie. The middle gets a little bit slow, but mostly because it's fan service. They talk about a lot of stuff that has to do with background and shit like that. But man, the ending will not disappoint you. Overall, this movie's amazing. I give it a solid A-. It really just does a great job of providing more background information and also expanding a little bit of that Star Wars lore, you know? But what do you guys think? Have you guys seen this movie yet? You guys need to. I'm telling you, go see it. You won't regret it. When you do, come back and let me know what you guys thought. Leave your comments down below, dudes. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, you guys be sure to make time for movies. Take it easy, dudes. I am one with the Force and the Force is with me. I am one with the Force and the Force is with me. I am one with the Force.